in an effort to try to get more videos out, I'm going to try to use my phone more, do very little editing, and try to get stuff out on the internet as fast as I can. I have issues with my computer and editing, and videos take an awful long time for me to do. They take a long time to process. For me, it's a big time killer, so I'm really going to try and use my phone and see if I can do this a little bit better. Also, I'm now starting to use Instagram. So it's IA_Woodsman. So if you want to check that out, come on over. I take pictures all the time. I've been trying to put stuff up. Pictures of my Mastiff, and of course one of them at least, 2, 3 of them sometimes. And then pictures of, you know, just normal bushcrafty stuff, projects I've been doing. I got a few pictures up here of my Chogan. That's kind of what I want to talk about today a little bit. I've been using this around a lot. For those of you who don't know, I'm a firefighter full-time. That's what I do to make money. It's not YouTube, that's for sure. But I've been carrying this around and using it and practicing it and training and some different other situations I've had it in. And it's pretty dull right now. So actually the whole part of this video is actually I want to talk about sharpening, a real down and dirty sharpening of a small axe, of your Tomahawk, of a small tool. And it doesn't really take a whole lot. To start off with, I'll show you just how dull this is. Alright, I don't think it's going to make, make little tiny shavings on a certain part of the blade. Not very sharp at all. So what I want to do, number one, is look down it. I can look down it here, I can see it's got some chips and dings in it. And the reason that is because I've been beating on cars with it. I used it for some vehicle extrication practice and a little bit of breaching, and it tends to tear it up pretty good, but you can see this thing's got quite a bit of use. It's been in a lot of metal and I'm really pretty impressed with it. But I want to sharpen it up maybe for some woods use. So just with a file and the edge, and then I have a Falkniven Combi D7 or D4 here. I'm going to be using that to sharpen it up. So you can wear gloves if you want to. For me it's not a big deal, but you can cut yourself, just so you know. I always want to go in towards the blade. This is how I do it. I don't go back and forth, and it tends to wear your file really quick. So I go into the blade. You do have to watch your thumb. Keep an eye on it. I want to get one side. Just using my leg to brace it. I can see my chips in there. Pretty bad one right down there. Now angle's a big thing people worry about. I take a look at it, and obviously the steeper of an angle like this, the less sharp it's going to be. It's going to be more like a wedge. The flatter you get, the more fragile it's going to be. So you kind of got to have a happy medium. So if you can see, that's about the angle I'm running at it right there. It's not super flat, but it's not really steep either. So, and the degree of the angle, you just got to kind of mess with it. All right. I'm going to take a look at the other side once again. Going in on it. And this is kind of a by feel thing too. You can tell when you're getting close. The big thing is, don't be afraid that you're going to screw this thing up. Especially if it's a Tomahawk, you know. It's made to be used. It's made to be enjoyed. This one I've enjoyed an awful lot. It's an expensive one. At first I was a little sheepish about taking a, you know, $100, $120 Tomahawk and beating it into a car. But it's worked out pretty good. So I'm feeling it. I'll flatten this one out just a little bit more. Getting pretty good. Next thing I want to do, I got a diamond on this side and ceramic on this side. I'm going to hold on to my steel so that my fingers are below it. Now I'm going to go in some small circles with this one. Once again, going towards the blade. Right? You'll get that thin wire edge off. There's some people that don't do it this way, and I think, hey, that's great, man. But this is what works for me. This is what I've done for years and years. Once again, I try and keep about the same angle. Right now I'm just trying to smooth it out the best I can. Take a look at it. Another good test, put it on your thumbnail. If it catches your thumbnail, it's probably starting to get sharp. You can also go like this and count the same number of strokes on each side. A skeeter got me. I can't believe there's still skeeters. It's been freezing like every morning. Supporting my blade. Testing it every once in a while. Yeah, she's getting there. We'll look down it. I'm going to go to my ceramic. Alright, let's see how she is. Pretty sharp. Yeah, taking a little bit of hair off. Let's see what she'll do on this. Much better. There we go. So, down and dirty, real fast. I'm using my file, get the big pieces out, right? Get the big chunks out. I want to use my stone to get it down from there. And just get it till it's sharp enough to what you need to do with it. So down and dirty, in the field, sharpening. You don't have to have fancy angle grinders. You don't have to have something that's a perfect angle every time. It just has to be sharp enough to do what you need it to do.